There's like a string, like some words inside two double quotes, alright, with a semicolon on the end there. So let's do that. It says, hi, I'm a PHP script. So we can do that. Double quotes, put a semicolon on the end there, come back inside there and say, hi, I'm a PHP script. Exclamation point. And we just hit save. Alright. And we come back to the screen. Okay, our browser here, and we do a refresh. And you'll see that we're not getting anything inside there, but if we view the source, alright, you'll see that inside our browser has actually thought that that's a HTML tag and hasn't actually rendered it, alright, out. And another thing that's happening, because this is a HTML file, PHP, our giant robot here, alright, doesn't know to interpret it. We have to tell, and how we tell our robot to interpret the PHP is to give it a PHP extension. So this time, let's do it. So let's open up that file again. Alright, so we've got that file open, and let's save over the top of it. But this time, let's save it as a PHP file. Alright, save PHP. So now, our robot will be able to interpret that file. So if we come back here, go back to the Lesson01 directory, we should have two files in there. Click on the PHP page, and you'll see that that actually worked. And this time, our robot interpreted it. You won't see our code that we typed, you'll just see the output. Alright, so that all worked. You just created your first PHP script. Pat yourself on the back. You've done really well to get everything up and running in under 10 minutes. Alright, now it's time to get out my my bat bazooka. It's for brains. It's the brain bazooka. Alright, I'm gonna shoot you in the face with it, and it's gonna feel pretty strange the first time, but after a while, it's gonna really improve the way you learn. So to do this, I just need you to look away from the screen right now and just visualize your house, alright, and just the front door of your house, opening up the front door and walking into the front door of your house. Alright, so you can probably see some things when I walk into the front door of my house. You know, I see a couch, and I see a chair, and I see a coffee table, and I see television, and I can just see those things as I walk into my house because my lounge room is right on my front door. So just imagine that. Just imagine walking into your house and see your house, and just see yourself opening the front door and looking in. Alright, so now you can see that in your mind's eye. I want you to imagine that you're being greeted at your front door by this giant robot, alright? He's about the same size as you are. So you open your front door and you can actually see him there, standing there, as clear as day, as good as that. Alright, he's in color and he's in your head, alright? You can see him there. Alright. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to zoom in, alright? Right on his antennae. Alright, so we're going to zoom right in up here on his antennae. And I want you to peg, alright, a tomato sauce or a ketchup bottle to his antennae. So just see that in your mind's eye, but zoom right in, see that picture right up on his head, and see that being attached. Alright, now I want you to zoom out. Alright, and you can see the tomato sauce bottle on his antennae, and then the tomato sauce bottle just disappears. Alright, now I want you to zoom back in on his face and do the exact same thing for our fountain pen. So zoom in on his face, you're looking at him right in on his face, and then put the pen on his face. Alright, so the fountain pen's right across his face, and then zoom out. Alright, now I want you to zoom in, and I want you to see a spider on his arm. Alright, so you can see that spider right on his elbow. Now zoom back out. Alright, now I want you to zoom in on his chest, and I want you to see the fox. Alright, zoom in, see that fox, and then zoom back out. And now I want you to zoom in on his feet, and I want you to see the tags on his feet, and then I want you to zoom back out. And once you've done all that, once you zoom back out, I want you to try and imagine the robot with all these things over his body. Alright, you can see it. If a bit of practice, you will see it. Alright, so you can see all this stuff. Alright, now you just did a really ancient technique, alright? Okay, we're using the Locky method mixed with some modern mnemonics. So it's a very powerful tool you're learning right now. You're going to get better at it as the lessons go on. You're going to remember what I tell you, so you'll learn. Because most of the stuff I've already said to you, you've forgotten. Even though you don't know you have. So if we click back, alright, I can help you to memorize this stuff. So you can see that I've used a sauce bottle or ketchup bottle for open source. I've used a fountain pen for scripting language, a spider for web development, a fox for HTML, and tags for the opening and closing PHP tags. Now you know what PHP is now, just from attaching all those to our PHP robot. Okay, so the robot stands for PHP. So I'm just going to minimize this down. I'm going to do a little visualization exercise with you. So just imagine you're greeting that robot now. Alright, so we're going to do some recalling. And you look at him, and he's just a normal robot there, the robot we just saw. And now you zoom in on his antennae. What do you see there? Alright, you see a ketchup bottle. That stands for open source. Alright, then you zoom in on his face. What do you see? You see the fountain pen. Alright, stands for scripting language. Alright, so PHP is an open source scripting language. Alright, then you zoom down onto his arm. Alright, what do you see? Alright, you see a spider, okay, standing for web development. So it's a web development, okay? PHP is an open source scripting language for web development. Alright, then you zoom in on his chest and you see a fox there, okay? That can be embedded into HTML. Alright, then you zoom down to his feet and you see the tags. You must include it inside the PHP tags. Alright, do you see what I mean? You just memorize what PHP is. So when someone asks you what PHP is, you imagine open up your door, seeing the robot, and you go down. Okay, you go down that image. So we'll just have a look at this. Click across here, zoom in. You work your way down from top to bottom, left to right. So you just read the image. Open source, okay, scripting language, web development, HTML, tags. Alright, you can read that in your mind's eye, and you have that information in your head forever. Alright, and we're going to continue along the journey. We're going to use your house as your book. And I'm going to create a book inside your mind, and you're going to be able to do some amazing things. So I hope you join me on this journey, and you can trust me. After all, I am Batman. Alright, so if you've done all that, well done. If you struggled, what I want you to do is just watch the video again and practice, and look over the study guide. Just look at those images there. And I also want you guys to read each one of these pages starting from number 2. So read those 3 pages just to lock in some more information. But the main thing I want you to do is to really see those pictures in your head that I described before. And don't go on to lesson 2 until you can see that in your head. And if you need help, of course, come to the forum and post a question on the forum, and I'll be sure to help you. So you can do that. And yeah, I'll see you at lesson number 2, where we will look at editors, and we'll look at a bit more of PHP. So I'll see you guys there. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this journey. So yeah, if you want more video tutorials as well, pop over to the website. We've got heaps of free videos and heaps of paid videos as well, but they're very cheap. So pop over and take a look-see.